What's up, squad? It's favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies. Welcome to Cess Talk Sports. If it's your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, like the video, share the video, stay in the conversation. We stay engaged, and we are always talking sports. Today, I'm talking Chennedy Carter, y'all. Public Chennedy #1. Y'all know Chennedy been in the news for the hip check on Caitlyn. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on the discussion of that. Was it a hard foul? Yes, it was. Did it come? Did it come at a terrible time in the game? I don't know if it came at a terrible time in the game because I understand that it was a reaction to something that had been going on for a few minutes within the game. The optics of the hip check, I think were the biggest were one of the biggest issues. I understand hard fouls happen in sports. I understand sometimes you get kind of caught up in the moment. People can get caught up in the moment of competition and do things that they normally wouldn't do. I understand that. I'm not making excuses for Kennedy. Did it deserve a tech? Sure did. Did it deserve a flagrant 1? Okay. Did it deserve a flagrant 2? Could have been. Ejected from the game? Could have been. But we play this game, and we leave those decisions up to the referees that are on the court. They make their decisions. They blow their whistles when they blow them. They don't blow their whistles when they don't blow them. They throw some people out. They let some people get away with some things. It's a part of sports. We've lived with it. Hard fouls happen in women's sports. But I think what I want to talk about more here is just really who is Chennedy Carter. Because the first thing I heard once the body check happened, right? Once the body check happened, the narrative after that was, oh, she's been this, she's been that, she's been, a lot of stuff about, let's talk about it. She's a number 4 overall pick in 2020. It's well documented. She's had a tumultuous professional career so far. Controversy on and off the court. Incidents. She had a great rookie season with the Atlanta Dream. Actually finished second in the Rookie of the Year voting. And then she was suspended indefinitely for a sophomore year. Conduct detrimental to the team. Stemmed from some type of verbal altercation with teammate Courtney Williams, which reportedly escalated into Kennedy wanting to scrap with Courtney. I don't believe that a fight took place, but after the incident, the Dream were like, hey, Kennedy, you go west, and we gonna keep Courtney down here. So she went west to the Los Angeles Sparks. She was traded. Time with the Sparks was kind of short. Time with the Sparks was kind of short too. She played in 24 games. Her minutes and her production had declined. I don't know if that was just because of her trying to transition to LA, if she just really didn't like it, if there was something else going on in her life. I don't know what was going on. It didn't really work out. She got benched for poor conduct and ultimately waived by the team in the offseason. Y'all know how I feel about the Sparks ever since Derek Fisher benched Candace. There's been a dark cloud over the Sparks for me. So I'm not sure. I didn't really deep dive back into that. It came up that was one of the things that happened to her. She didn't find a spot in the W last year. Didn't find a spot in the W last year. Went and played professionally in Turkey, where she excelled. She played her butt off. She had strong performances overseas that led to a contract with the Chicago Sky for this here season. I think that she's in a good place. I think that Coach Teresa Witherspoon will be a good influence on her. I think that she's in a organization that's kind of growing together. Some rookies in there, rookie head coach, 2 popular national champion rookies coming in out of this draft class, and then you have Kennedy, who's still, even though she's been in the league a few years now, still pretty young to the league, and has shown that at times she's lacked some maturity in some areas. And I don't know how much growing up she's done from Turkey the hip check for me isn't as it doesn't seem like it was as big a big of an issue as some of these other incidents that led to her being let go from teams. It was a flagrant foul. That's what they called it. It was a body check. While Caitlin was waiting on that inbound pass. Flagrant one. She didn't talk about the incident post game. I tend to believe that she may have been encouraged not to answer questions about Caitlin at that time, or just because of incidents in the past, she may have been trying to give herself some time to take things in, and then speaking later, which would show some maturity. I know people were like, you didn't say anything at the press conference, but then you talked on social media. For me, for some people, it may be better for them to talk on social media or to put their narrative out themselves versus putting something out in the media and allowing it to be spun the way media likes it to be spun or whatever, putting their own narrative on it. So in this case, it may have been better for her to take to social media and address what she wanted to say. This whole thing, though, has turned her into like public enemy. Booed. She's a big villain now. Being looked at as less than a basketball player. Being kind of they're trying to kind of box her into this enforcer. I mean, come on. Basically, they're trying to call her a thug without calling her a thug. Is what I pretty much witnessed, and I don't think that that's warranted. I think that what's being overlooked, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, and I understand that this is also something that Chennedy brought on herself when she made the decision to do the body check, right? So these are all the things that come with the body check. I just think it's unfortunate that this is coming at a time when she's playing some of her best basketball for the Chicago Sky right now. She is a walking bucket for the Chicago Sky. And to me, it's even warranted to consider potentially starting her and just having that spark right at the beginning of the game instead of having that spark come in at the middle of the first quarter or whatever that is. But y'all know they don't pay me the big bucks. That's just my opinion. I'm biased. I want to see her start. She's averaging 13.9 points, 2.9 rebounds, 2.4 assists, and almost one steal a game. And like I said, a walking bucket when nothing else is going. When the offense is stalling out, you can count on Chennedy to make something happen. And that's important for this young team right now, that as they're trying to figure out everything else, how to get the ball into Camilla, how spacing to be able to take advantage of Camilla and Angel on the floor together to be able to have a rebound and force. While they're trying to figure all those things out, you want to be able to have a walking bucket and somebody who's fearless out there to be able to say, when everything else is falling down around us, I'm gonna keep us in this thing until we can get back on track, because that's gonna happen from time to time when you have a young team, especially a young team in the sense that not only do we have two rookies that we're trying to introduce into this organization, we have some new players that have come in from trades, free agent signings. The coach is a rookie with this organization. And so she's trying to instill her program. We're trying to set a standard. There's a lot of things that are going on at one time. And so being able to have just one steady person who, no matter what else is going on, they can go get a bucket. I think that's Chennedy Carter. And I would start her for that, to be able to have that confidence at the beginning of the game, to give that breathing room to let the other younger players get going. That would kind of be my approach there. Because Kennedy's fearless. She going for it. This is the type of player at the beginning of the game, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever it is, she's going to play hard on both sides of the ball and give you an opportunity to be in the game, even when your offense isn't clicking how you want it. And in Chicago's case, they're still figuring out what their offense is going to look like. To me, it should look more like an inside out with Camilla, but we're going to see what Teaspoon come with. But getting Chennedy Carter, I think, on the floor gives them a great chance to have to be working from a lead instead of trying to catch up. And because their defense hasn't been as crisp as it was in the preseason and earlier in the season, that might help them get going in some of these games and get string together a couple wins in a row. But let's look at who Chennedy Carter is just as a player, right? Because overall they try to define her career by talent, but more focused on the controversial actions on and off the court that are taking place. And I don't want to focus on that. I think that I want to give space and grace to see if she's grown. I don't, like I said, the hip check and the stuff and the other things that happen to me aren't on the same level. So let's see who she is this season. But born in Fort Worth, Texas, she grew up in Mansfield. She's 3 brothers. Father Roderick played a significant role in her basketball development, training her with drills like dribbling a tennis ball in the grass. Can you see Chennedy out there, determined as ever to dribble that damn tennis ball in the grass, up and down without losing? Think about it. I mean, immediately when I read the story, I could visualize a young Chennedy out there like, I'm gonna dribble this tennis ball. But that dedication and early training laid the foundation for her successful career. She attended Timberview High School in Arlington, Texas, where she was a standout player. She led her team to a 70-4 record over her junior and senior seasons and was named a McDonald's All-American in 2017. She played college basketball for the Texas A&M Aggies from 2017 to 2020. Made an immediate impact as a freshman, averaging 22.7 points per game and leading the team in scoring. She continued to excel her sophomore and junior seasons, earning numerous accolades, including an AP and USBWA Second Team All-American 2020, All-SEC First Team in 2018, 2019, and 2020, SEC Freshman of the Year 2018. Carter's college career was marked by consistent scoring, set multiple school records, including consecutive 10-plus point games, career 20-plus point games, and career 30-plus point games. She left Texas A&M as one of the most decorated players in that program's history. As a rookie in the WNBA, she was a fan favorite, key player for the team, the Atlanta Dream, showcasing her scoring ability and playmaking skills. Rookie year, she averaged 17.4 points. Next year, where she played even more games, points dropped off a little bit, 14.2 points, but we do know that she eventually ended up traded from Atlanta there. In 2022, the Dream waived her. Waived her. After the suspension due to conduct detrimental to the team, and then she was claimed off waivers by the LA Sparks. Played 24 games for the Sparks. Averaged only just about 8.9 points per game. But despite all of that, I think that she's still a promising young talent in this league. Her scoring ability, her potential for growth make her a player to watch over this season. We definitely want to see what kind of growth she's able to show after spending a year in Turkey. Let's see what type of growth she's able to show on both sides of the ball, because that's going to be really important for Chicago if she's going to be the point guard and the floor general and leader that I think that she can be out on the court. This season is the pivotal season in her career. This is the show improved season for Chennedy Carter, and I'm here with the spotlight on it to see how she shows up, because so far she's showing up like she's ready to be a professional in this league and ready to deliver. Minus the hip check. I know y'all gonna say what? Minus that. I don't mind the trash talk on the court. I don't mind any of those things on the court as long as it's about basketball. Not the hard fouls, but the trash talk, the back and forth. Some of that stuff is fun. It makes the game more exciting for me. I like a little bit of spiciness in my sports, not in my food. A little spiciness in my sports, not in my food. Recently, though, things kind of went a little too far. I think things went a little too far with the man approaching her with the camera in the hotel or right outside the hotel. That's taking things too far. We want to make sure that we keep basketball, and keep the nonsense out of the game. There's no room. There's no room for that on any side of the ball. For that, these ladies don't sign up for that. None of the players in the WNBA should be subjected to anything like that. So let's keep it basketball, y'all, and let's keep it fun. Because other than that, this other stuff that's going on, like I told y'all, I wasn't joking when I said every day I got to fight to be a WNBA fan. It's too hard. It's too hard. It don't have to be. It shouldn't be that hard to be able to enjoy the great product that these ladies are putting on the floor. So let's keep basketball. As we go forward to get ready to see the rest of this, the 3/4 of the season that's left, I want people to keep a lookout for Chennedy. Let's see how she grows. She's faced these challenges on and off the court, but I still see potential greatness in her. I think that's undeniable. And as she continues to develop her skills and mature as a player, I think she has an opportunity to be one of the most brightest stars in the league and a brilliant guard for the Chicago Sky. So with that, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. If it's your first time here, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, hit that like for me, and share the conversation, y'all. That helps grow this channel. We appreciate all of the support. It only takes a few seconds to hit that like button for us, so we do appreciate that, and that helps us grow the conversation and let people know that we're here. And with that, I'm going to get out of here. It's your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies. Until next time, stay tuned. Talk soon, y'all. Keep hooping. I'm out.